It's really weird having the camera thing right there. And okay, so my hair, it's annoying. That's why I usually just shave it. It's annoying. Like, you take a shower, and it's actually not too bad right now, but like, if I get horns, like the little puffiness, and it looks bad. And yeah, I have chapstick on for those of you that are like thinking try to be cute or something. I have chapstick on because my daughter hit my lip and split it, and it's not the greatest. Anyways, oh man, I love this. I'm sitting here. This is my little table I record on now, and I got my camera next to me, and I got the huge freaking thing that's like hard to remove for the tripod that's behind me. That's as tall as it goes, by the way. That's pretty high. And then I have this sitting right next to me, and then I have my USB cable going to the camera, and then I use DSLR controller, so that way I can like touch somewhere on the screen, like right there on the tripod, and it focuses on the tripod, and then like right there, and it focuses on my lip, so I can control my camera while it's above me. Because usually lately I've been recording with it like above my head and looking down. That way I can, you know, comfortably just like unbox stuff or do something without being at like an angle and trying not to get into the shot. So then I just have this right here, right below the frame, and then I'm talking into it, and then I just sync in post-production, and then pop filter. I don't know. I try to do the best I can to make the highest quality videos that I can, and I still got my Evo, and freaking Connectify, like of all people, Connectify. I use their software because my router's stupid and it won't pick up my Xbox that's in my bedroom. I have 2 Xboxes, and it won't pick it up. So my laptop picks it up, my little netbook, or my wife's netbook, and then I use Connectify to share that connection. You can either have it pick it up wireless and share it over wireless, or you can have it pick it up over wireless and share it over Ethernet. Well, I have it sharing over Ethernet, which technically you can do without the software. If you go to the wireless and you choose share this connection or whatever. Anyways, I have it sharing that connection, and yeah, so Connectify is awesome software that I highly recommend if you at a hotel and they're making you pay per device to connect to the internet. You pay for one device, which is your laptop, start up Connectify, and then it shares that connection over all of your devices. And get the pro version. Seriously. Gives you your little hotspot name. You can do like, you can take all the Connectify me stuff out and just have it like, you know, I use www.dw. So Connectify is awesome. And they posted that the Evo 4G LTE got the monthly 2 with an M2, which an M2 is Android 422, and it's a monthly version, meaning it's the most stable version for that month. So instead of a nightly where it gets updated each and every night, it's a monthly where it's the most stable version for that month. So M3 will be the next one, and eventually it's going to get to the point where it's like M4, M5, and now we have a release client, meaning that almost everything is fixed. There's a few things here and there we need to iron out, or maybe there's not, and they just need to make sure of that, and then they release the stable version. So if you have an Evo 4G LTE, there is no reason in the world you shouldn't be running Android 422. In fact, I have 421 on here, or maybe I updated 422, and I need to update it. So, the screen just went dark, right? The screen just went dark. I watched a video by Blunty3000. I think he changed his YouTube name to his Google profile or whatever. But anyways, he posted a video on how to record your screen without getting it to do that. Like if it's on a super white screen, the rest of the video goes dark because the ISO tries to compensate for the missing light or something. And yeah, see, CyanogenMod 10.1. I don't know why the light's on. It's not doing anything. But an update to the ROM is available. So yeah, freaking run Android 422. Why would you not run Android 422? And it's M2, so it's pretty stable. So, oh my god. I love Android. I love everything about it. The HTC One, I'm excited. I don't like Sense, but the device looks freaking sexy. And, like, I don't know. You watch videos of it, and the build quality of it just looks amazing. And it's going to have 2 gigs of RAM. It's going to have a 1080p screen. The S4 might have a little bit more power, but I watched a video showing the benchmarks. Just Google HTC One benchmarks, and it was like over 12,000. Over 12,000, where like a device like this gets 4, 5, maybe 6,000. So that's pretty freaking high up there. So HTC One, the S4, the Note 3, and then probably the most exciting thing of this entire year will be around the holiday season when the Xbox 720 and the PS4 come out. I've been Xbox Live since 2003. I had a gamer tag back in 2003 when I played Area 51 and Halo 2, and Xbox Live has been doing it for 10 years now. 10 years. They know what they're doing, and they're very good at what they do. I'm not bashing the PlayStation. PSN is completely free, and if you have 13 family members, or even 3 or 4 brothers, like, I'm running into that problem myself. I have, my dad got remarried and has, like, 3 kids, and then it's got 2 stepkids, so it's like, they want Xbox Live, but it's like, you gotta pay for it. You can't just have it for free. If you have it for free, then you can't play online. So, with the PlayStation, all of them would be able to create their own names and play online for free. So I'm not bashing the PlayStation at all. I don't like Sony as a company. I don't. Their whole suing GeoHot because he modified his PlayStation to run Linux, which is something you could do at first, but they took that away, which was an advertised feature, like Yellow Dog Linux. Yellow Dog Linux was a distribution of Linux meant for the PS3. And then they took that feature away. GeoHot unlocked that feature, put it back on his PlayStation, and then released the PS3's keys or whatever to unlock it and for other people to do that. And then Sony sued the living balls out of him and ended up settling with, don't modify another device of ours. You may own it, you may have spent $600 on this black box, but you can't touch it. Like, you can't modify it in any way. I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that at all. I modify all my devices. This is running modified firmware. My camera's running Magic Lantern modified firmware. Everything I have is hacked, is running modified firmware. And my router, DDWRT, and there's Tomato firmware. I modify devices. I hack stuff. I like using devices to their full potential. If I had a PS3, I would want to run Linux on it and have fun with that. I would want to do that. They took that away. Someone enabled it. Sony sued them. I don't like Sony as a company. I had a 46-inch Sony Bravia. 8 months after we bought it, the screen went out. Like, you had to turn it off, wait about 5 or 6 minutes, turn it back on. We went through 4 different HDMI cables thinking maybe it was HDMI. Tried different, like, it was the Xbox. We tried a DVD player. We tried a Blu-ray player. Everything kept doing the same exact thing. Sony, I called Sony support. They're like, okay, you had the latest update. The update slowed down like, it took a little bit longer for the screen to just go out. Like, there'd be no screen, no sound, nothing. Just like a white screen. And turn it off, wait a few minutes, turn it back on. Well, in time, it took longer and longer and longer for the screen to turn back on. Like, you had to turn it on, like, oh, no picture. Turn it off, come back a little bit later. So, 10 months later, I contacted them again. You still have the latest updates, blah, 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 blah. Well, I was still under my year manufacturer warranty. If Sony gave a shit at all about their freaking customers, they would have, gone, okay, there's a defect with the TV. You haven't done anything to it. It's not your fault. It's just a defective TV. It's still under our warranty. We'll fix it. No, they said, They screwed me with no lube at all. Just no kind of. Their customer service sucks balls. Just. I hate Sony. I do. I hate Sony just as much as I hate Dell. Dell's products suck. The wireless card messed up. They're like, oh, do you have, here's a link to the latest version. You go to install it and it says, sorry, your device has the latest already. This is not going. Sony and Dell and Apple are 3 companies I want to stay away from completely. Anyways, I have nothing against the PlayStation 3 as a console, as a gaming system. I don't. It's free. Anybody can play without paying. And here's some, when you have anybody that has Xbox Live and has PSN, you know exactly why PSN is free. Because the service is crap. Like, again, I'm not bashing it in any way. I'm not. I have a PlayStation 3. I play online sometimes when I'm, every now and then. Usually I'm on Xbox Live. Just because that's the service I've been using for 10 years now. And it's great. You honestly, after just a day of playing with it, you can instantly tell why it's a premium service. Why you pay to use this. If somebody is paying to use it, then they can afford to maintain it and keep improving on it. Whereas on the PlayStation, they don't do that. They don't improve that crap. It's the same exact thing for years now. They don't improve it. They don't care because no one pays for it. That's why they're probably going to go with paid service on the PS4, which is fine. It's fine. I will pay. I have PlayStation Plus. I pay $50 for a year of PlayStation Plus. I don't mind paying for premium service. I don't. It's worth it to me. Xbox Live is worth it to me. I pay $99, and my wife and I both have 2 profiles. And then, for my 2 stepbrothers, they're older, so they give me $25 each year, and they get to keep they get Xbox Live Gold for $25 from me. Because I don't have, my daughter's not old enough to play online, and so I'm super, super excited about the PS4 and the Xbox 720. I am. Hopefully, Microsoft says, well, Sony has this, Sony has that, let's make ours a little bit better than theirs. Hopefully. But in the end, it all comes down to Xbox Live. When you're playing online, and you're playing Call of Duty, and you're playing Halo, and you're playing with friends, the one thing I care about the most is Xbox Live, like your experience with like playing with your friends and etc. If it's crap, like on the PlayStation, you don't have like parties, and you can't like just talk to individual people while you're playing a game. You just gotta mute everybody else. And I cannot wait for the Xbox 720. I cannot wait for the PS4. I can't wait for the Note 3. 3 gigs of RAM, probably faster than 2 gigahertz, quad core, 6.3 inch screen, which is like barely smaller than the Nexus 7. It's insane. The S4, 4.9 inch, 1080p. So many devices coming out, and I wish I could afford every single one of them. Like the Nexus 10, I don't have that device, and I can't. I mean, that's $600. That's not something I could just go out and do today. Like, that's something I have to save up for. I want the Transformer book, but when I buy them, I should be getting my refund any freaking day now. It's taking forever, and I'm gonna buy a car. When I buy a car, it's to be like everything. So I was wanting to use some of that to get the Transformer book. So I wanted the Transformer book. But all these phones keep coming out, so I may not be able to get the Transformer book. But it's too freaking awesome being able to go, okay, which it's powered off right now because I only really use it for my videos, like when I'm using DSLR controller, and go, okay, I have a full-blown Windows 8 tab right here. I can hook up a flash drive, or it's got a 120 gig SSD in it, i7 processor. It's 64-bit Windows 8 like you'd find on your desktop or your laptop, normal laptop. It's not like a mobile OS where you got to run mobile apps. It is a full-blown Windows 8 installation. So the Transformer book, essentially it's just this. And then when you dock it into the little dock it comes with, the dock is a 500 gig hard drive. And it's got all the other ports and bells and whistles. It's got the keyboard, and it's got the battery inside the dock. So essentially, it's like the Transformer Prime, except it's a full-blown Windows 8 touchscreen laptop. So, 13 inches, 1080p resolution. I'm super excited, but I think it's like $1,400 to get the base model. So, that's a lot of money. A lot of the stuff I do videos on gets sent to me, and some of the stuff I pay for, but anything that's like more than, I don't know, $50, I've actually got a plan to purchase. So, just so you know, I do videos on a lot of different things, and sometimes it's sent to me. I can't wait for the day that stuff like this gets sent to me, like bigger names like MKBHD. It's like a new product gets released, and it's like, oh hey, Marquez, we're gonna send you our new TF9000T75, and we want you to do a video on it. Kind of like cases like Sadio and Cruiser Light and some of these things. It's like most of these I get sent to me to do reviews on, and I leave my honest opinion. I don't lie, and I really, really like it. It's been on my phone since I got it. So I'm sorry. Don't cry. I'm gonna end this video. This is Josh is Nice, and I'm out.